Yo, listen up. I got an idea for a new Netflix movie. Alright, so we have these kids, right? And they're like in like spandex and they're touring. Listen, man, I don't know if you know who you're talking to. We're Netflix. We just make everything. Literally fucking
everything.
You don't want to hear the rest of it? I mean, it's a lot. Like, this is a big financial disaster, possibly just waiting to happen. Are you sure you're okay? Oh, alright, well, awesome. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Oh My Kale, and today we're here to talk about Cuties.
That's what we've come to? It's pretty damn sad. I'm starting to lose faith. I must admit, this stuff is starting to depress me.
Now, I've been doing horror videos recently on some spooky topics, and I thought, what not better to talk about than Cuties? I mean, fucking gross, am I right? A lot of people are shitting on this movie for very good, obvious reasons, but I'm here to talk about something else. And no, I'm not here to talk about how good Cuties is, because I'm not under that impression. So, don't get it twisted.
Disappointment in the game of life.
There's so many Netflix originals, so many Netflix movies, TV shows that you probably can't even count how many they are now. Like, Netflix just throws their money around and they just keep making movies over and over and over and over and over again to try and give themselves, diverse content. Because over the years, Netflix just started to slip on all the shows and movies they have, so if they can just make a bunch, then they don't need those other properties, right? Out of, like, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix, all of those, like, the bigger ones, I think Netflix has the most potential to sink, because Netflix puts too much effort into trying to do these creative movies and TV shows that if one of them flops, like Cuties, then they're just fucked. They get like 3 flops on their hands. That is really bad for the company. Versus someone like Apple TV or Amazon Prime. It's backed by $1 million companies. They don't need this to succeed. They're gonna be fine. Okay, now this sounds really stupid, but we're in an age where people, they're proud of their bodies, and that's overall pretty good. But as more people become comfortable in their bodies, more people are starting to, become creepy. There's underage women showing off their bodies for the internet, and a good portion of people would say, okay, well, they should be proud of their bodies. And another portion would say, the FBI is at your door, get ready, because you're getting busted, I think women and even men should be allowed to show off their bodies, but if you're underage, like, it's just a recipe for disaster. It kind of seemed like the heads up of Netflix kind of caught on to that, and they thought, hey, people are starting to be proud of their bodies, like, why wouldn't this kind of be a good idea to promote, like, positivity in younger women, right? No, I feel like that would be maybe slightly better if they weren't like, like 8, 11, or however old those girls and Cuties are, so I have no idea.
Are you the puberty fairy?
Now, Big Mouth has always been kind of controversial. Most people either love it or hate it. I personally think it's alright. I'll watch it whenever a new season comes out. But based on that track record, Netflix looked at Big Mouth and probably was like, hey, that did pretty good. And that kind of like literally shows like kids' genitalias. And it shows, it has messages of promoting women to promote their bodies and show off their bodies and not be scared. And feel empowered by it. And I think all those kids in the show are in middle school, and they're showing off their bodies, and they're having scenes of making out and touching boobs and fucking seeing each other's dicks. They're like 12. They're like 12, dude. And I understand the show is about puberty, but so yes, a lot of people do like Big Mouth and they do find it funny, but for Netflix, they saw that and they saw people liking it as a sign that, that kind of stuff is okay. And we can continue to do stuff like that. But the difference between, Big Mouth and Cuties is that Big Mouth is a cartoon, and it's usually satire, and it's meant to have a representation of what it's like to go through puberty, even though if it's really, really weird sometimes. Cuties is just weird straight out. It's just weird. I don't want to see 8-year-olds basically their bodies. I don't want to see that. That's totally gross. And I mean, the people who are gonna want to see it are gonna get off to that. and that's really, really disgusting that a company would do that. But, you know, I'm not here to add to the bandwagon of shitting on Cuties, because everybody already knows how shitty it is. But, yeah, that's my video. Thank you guys for watching. If you agree with me or you have any points to add in the comments, please let me know. And if you watch Cuties, tell me what you think, because I haven't watched the movie, and I don't want to watch the movie. So,